Semi Bonani Bazali. Hello, parents. So my name's Tyler Howard. I work for Thanda after school. So basically, we've put together a package here for all of you parents who are basically stuck at home playing your children's school teacher. So for all of you guys who have a regular job that's other than being a school teacher and are now kind of stuck at home playing the role of both parent and teacher. So we put together these basically story studies. So they're a bunch of activities based around a story that are designed to basically make it easy to facilitate the learning process. So this whole thing is basically designed for people who are not professional teachers, but are basically stuck with that role. And most of it isn't rocket science. A lot of it is, stuff that a lot of us will probably already know anyway, but maybe some of it looking at it from a slightly different angle. And then some of it is going to involve things that are a little bit different than the way we were probably taught as children. So I think a good example of this is one of the things we've learned is that with young kids, and especially when younger kids are learning how to read, it's not always super helpful to tell them that they're wrong. The whole learning process of trying to do, starting out math or starting out reading can be really incredibly intimidating for children. And so a big part of what our role as the facilitator is to kind of take away some of that fear. So when kids are trying to learn letters, for example, and they're getting things wrong, it's not always helpful to point out that what they're doing is wrong so much as to show them what else they can do that's right. So if they're working on drawing like the letter H, for example, and they're getting the letter backwards, it's not super helpful to point out that's backwards so much as to create new situations where they can see the H forward. So rather than saying, no, that's wrong, you can do something like create a bunch of sort of ... H's for the kids to trace and, follow the lines that you've drawn, and then they'll get sort of ingrained into that positive H. So even though the behavior's been corrected, the child doesn't feel that sort of, intimidation or shame. So a lot of these things, they're easy to do, they're nothing that we can't handle. But some of them are a little bit counterintuitive. So it's basically kind of tricks of the trade to help you guys, take some of the load off of this extra task that we're all stuck with at this time. And none of this is sort of the gospel of how these things are done. This is based on our experience over the years. We've been running after school programs since 2008. We're there with you, we believe in you, let's carry on with our kids' learning even though we're all cooped up at home. Thanks, guys.